Commander Jackson on deck. Welcome to Crackdown 3, the only game built like me. Big, beautiful, like a skyscraper, falling at your face. If you want to play on my level, follow my lead. Somebody give me my jam!
If you've played Crackdown or its 2010 sequel, then the plot of this third game may sound familiar. You play as a superpowered agent who has been tasked with taking down an evil corporation known as Terra Nova by executing its various kingpins. There are 9 of them to defeat, and each can be lured out by causing enough destruction to their shady operations. However, this saw us repeating the same objective multiple times, and things quickly grew tedious. We played the campaign through on the medium difficulty, and found ourselves breezing through areas where our survival chance was as low as 30%.
Feel the heat!
Those guys will regroup with the militia.
Advancing our strength, explosive and stamina powers was the hook that helped us endure the repetition, but it was a double-edged sword that made things feel too easy. Progression just fell flat out broken, and it wasn't too long before we could just triple jump out of the way of danger, ground pound anyone around us into oblivion, and unload a seemingly unlimited supply of bullets and explosives. For the most part, Crackdown 3 plays things safe, but one welcome change is the inclusion of 21 unlockable agents that all have their own backstories and perks. You unlock new agents by finding DNA strands, which are scattered across the city, and these encourage exploration, just like the main glowing agility orbs. Each of these agents can be alternated between during supply points, and your skills carry over, allowing for flexibility. New Providence does have a handful of other distractions to keep you busy if you find yourself losing steam on the core objectives. There are giant propaganda towers that you can scale and shut down, races across the city both in a car and on foot, and civilian prisoners that you can free from the enemy's capture.
You asked for this!
Nice. Hardpoint shut down, and the militia members are free.
There are also many collectible orbs that you can find across the rooftops of the city, and collecting these still has the same addictive buzz all of these years later. The world, then, does feel like a huge destructible sandbox, though, where you are free to scale any building, explore wherever you wish, and complete objectives in any order that you desire, except for that destructible part. There's no denying that Crackdown 3 isn't the prettiest of AAA releases that have made it onto store shelves as of late. It does retain that cel-shaded comic book style from the first 2 installments, and it's definitely a leap forward for the series, but compared to its peers, it doesn't hold up. The neon cityscape really lacked character, with no notable locales springing to mind, and its many war-torn streets felt desolate and empty. Not only can the campaign be played in co-op, but there's multiplayer on offer as well, and it's here that the destructible environments that have defined the game in the run-up to release can be found. The pacing, despite feeling intense at first, isn't all that high, and while the destructible elements mean more chaos, the tactical and strategic layer isn't always there, and often it's down to who locks on to the other player first. Wrecking Zone, as it's called, is the more enjoyable experience overall, but even here, it lacks the tactical depth and strategic variation that any multiplayer needs in the long run. Those looking for a simple retread of 2007's Crackdown may come away from this one feeling satisfied, but we found little here that grabbed our interest and helped to propel the series forward. The repetitive mission structure and dated visuals hurt the experience, even if we did have fleeting moments of joy, snatching orbs and causing chaos across the city.
Crackdown 3!